أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we'll start off our class with our prayer. If ST could please choose a student so they can read with me. ST, if you could please choose a student to the mic.
Assalamualaikum. G1 G1 701.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. G1701. Can you hear me? Please, if you can call another student to the mic.
Okay. G1 766.
G1766.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. So we'll start off our class with ours. I'll read first and then you can continue after me. Okay?
Okay.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Well done, mashallah. Now can you please read the translation?
I seek refuge with Allah from Satan, the rejected.
Well done. And at the bottom in blue, can you please read that?
Why we recite Tawhid before reciting Quran? Allah tells us in chapter 16 verse 99, and when you recitest a Quran, seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected.
Well done, mashallah. Please stay on the mic with me. Now we'll move on to Tasmiyah. I'll read first and then continue like you did before. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Well done. Now please can you read that in the blue box? And the translation, please, for fast.
In the name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful. Reciting Bismillah before every deed invokes the blessing of Allah upon the deed. It is sunnah to recite it before every good deed.
Jazakumullah. Now we'll move on to the dua. So as it is Wednesday, so we'll read this dua. I'll start her first and then you can continue. Rabbi allimni.
Rabbi alni.
I'll read this one more time. Rabbi allimni.
Rabbi allimni.
Well done, mashallah. Ma huwa.
Ma huwa.
Khayrun indak.
Khayrul indak.
I'll read this once more. Khayrun indak.
Khayrul indak.
Well done. I'll read this once again for everyone who is listening. Rabbi allimni ma huwa khayrun indak. Well done. Now you can read the translation and what is in the blue box. First, start off with translation.
O my Lord, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge. Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, the promised Messiah, and Mahdi Islam
Mahdi alayhi salam. Well done. Continue.
had many dreams, visions, and revelations. These are collected together in Tazkira.
Well done.
The above dua can be found in Tazkira.
Jazakumullah. Well done. Great job for coming to the mic. MashaAllah. So as this dua, it is from Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, the promised Messiah and Mahdi alayhi salam. We can see, and in this dua it is said, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge. So this is the prayer that we read for learning and whilst we're teaching the Holy Quran. So now we will move on. First off, we'll start off with the class etiquettes. Always remember, when you come into class, we need to come with the correct ID. Without coming with the correct ID, we will not know who you are, so your attendance will not be marked. And it is essential that our attendance is marked. Secondly, we should always have parental supervision. If your parent, like your mom or your dad, is with you, then they can help you during the class. As this is an online class, we will not be able to see you as all of our cameras are closed. So it is essential that your parents are with you to help you if you need some. Thirdly, you should be sitting in a quiet place. It is essential if you're sitting in a quiet place because if you're not sitting in a quiet place, we can't hear you. So if you're called on the mic, then we won't be able to hear you and it will cause a lot of disruption to the class. Remember that you should be wearing a head covering. This could be a scarf, a dupatta for Nasrat, and a cap, a topi for Ittifaq. After, you should always be wearing clean clothes. As this is the class, it is like going to the mosque, or if you're going to school, you should be wearing clean uniform. So it's the same here. You should always be wearing clean clothes. Lastly, always remember as we're reading Quran, so we should always do ablution and wuzu. Now moving on. So today is week 1 and it's Wednesday, and we will be doing combined letters. As in the last class, you have been doing the Arabic letters, but today we will be combining them, which I will explain afterwards. So the material for this class can be found in Talimul-Quran, pages 37 to 39. The practice text can be started from exercise 4.1. So SD can please share the link into the chat so everyone can access the link. Also, she can send the link so they can do their ID so everyone can submit their attendance today. So if SD can please send the link into the group chat. Now moving on to combined letters. So today we'll be doing combined letters. In last classes, you have been learning about the Arabic letters. Today we will be joining, meaning connecting the following or preceding letters to the making a word. So before you were doing original letters, as we can see in this chart over here. Meme and Qaf, these are original letters. We can see that nothing is with them, so they're just original and they're isolated. They have no other letter behind them or in front of them. When they're connected, they usually take 3 different shapes. It is initial, medial, and final. So as we can see here in the table, initial over here, we can see in the meme. Meme is original over here, so it's isolated. We can see that there is nothing next to it. But in initial, we have noon next to it. At the beginning is the meme. So we can see the shape changes of the meme. We can see over here, whereas it is an original, we can see that there is a tail for the meme. But over here, there is no tail. It has just been joined by the noon. Next, medial. This comes in the middle. So the meme that we were discussing about earlier is now in the middle. We can see it is in red, as I can highlight right now. This meme is in the middle, and we can see the shape has changed again. Over here in initial, it has changed slightly where the tail has gone, but now it has a complete change. We can see that there is no circle where there's an empty space. We can see now that this is like a dot. Now, lastly, final. This is when the letter, so meme, comes at the end. We can see alif is first and then meme is afterwards. In the meme, we can see it's similar to the first one. So in original, we can see it is similar. Now I'll explain. Meme, yes, we can see it is empty, like there's nothing joining to it. This can happen sometimes. It always difference with the letter, and we should always remember, we should always look at the dots. We can see over here that on qaf, there is a dot. There's 2 dots on qaf. In the original one, there is 2 dots, and always it continues to have 2 dots. However, in fa, another letter that you have been learning about, is only 1 dot, meaning you should keep a difference between them. So now we'll be moving on to our exercise. I'll explain alif for you as an example. We can see over here in the box where it says isolated. Alif, we can see here. Alif is alone. We can see there's nothing ahead of it or behind. Next, initial. We can see alif is at the start of the word. So we can see that alif, ba, dal, this is a word. So at the start of alif, when alif is at the start, nothing is joined to it. We can see it is exactly the same as the one isolated. It looks exactly like the original. Now next, medial. This one comes in the middle. It comes in the middle of qaf and lam. So at the start, we can see there is qaf, then alif, and then lam. We can see there is a slight change in the shape as alif is joined to qaf. Finally, in the final, where alif comes at the end, so kha, it is joined to kha and it comes at the end. Over here, it does look similar to medial, but as this is at the end, it will look like this. Over here in the box where it says combined, there are 3 alifs where they're not joined, but these are all combined. So if these 3 were here, then it will look like this. Nextly, we'll move on to ba. Ba over here is isolated. We can see that this is the original letter. This is how it looks originally. Over here, nothing is joined at the front nor at the back. But over here, in the initial, we can see that there is a slight change. We can see ba, it's kind of halved. We can see over here, we can see a bird shape, but the bird shape has been halved. We can see ba is at the front, then dal, and then hamza. Then in the medial, we can see lam, ba, noon, and alif. Over here in the medial, ba is in the middle. We can see ba is in the middle, which is highlighted red. This one has a point. It is joined, so it always creates a point. And then the dot is at the bottom. Next, in the final, we can see ba over here, which is at the end. So I'll read this word for you once. Sin, ba, ba. Over here, ba is at the last, so it comes at the end. We can see it is very similar to the one which is isolated. So yes, it is joined to ba, but this one looks very similar. So this is easy to recognize. Now these are all 3 of them combined. So ba, ba, ba. We can see ba at the front, the first one, this one that I have just highlighted right now, it looks like exactly the same to the initial one. So over here, ba, as it comes at the start, It will obviously look the same over here because ba over here comes at the start. Then the second ba in this word, we can see it has a point and there is a dot underneath. And over here, same. Medial, it has the same thing. It looks exactly the same. But the only difference is in this word that is all three bars. Over here, there are different letters. Lastly, over here, in the combined, where it is ba at the end, the third bar, it looks exactly like the final one. It has the same shape and it always comes at the end. Now, I'll just explain one more rule and then we can call a student. Over here, we can see the, the. All three of these have something in common. These all have the same shape. We can see that they all have the same boat shape. But we can see that the dots change. Over here, ba has a dot at the bottom. For ta, it has two dots at the front, so on the top. And for tha, it has three dots on the top. So all of these have differences. But we all need to remember that we will identify the word, the letter, with the dots. We can see ba over here and ta over here for the initial. You can see the shape is the same. If we remove the dots, they will look exactly the same. It's only the dots that clarify what letter it is. So now I have explained. I would like Esti to call a student to the mic to practice with me. Esti, if you can please choose a student to come to the mic.
Assalamualaikum. G1
Alhamdulillah.
742. Come on the mic. G1 742.
G1 742. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, so please can we start off with this example of a leaf? We'll start off with the example of a leaf.
Okay.
And so first of all, tell me what letter is this?
So this is alif, and it is in the Arabic. It is the first letter in the Arabic alphabet.
Well done. Really good job. Now over here in initial, we can see that a leaf is in this word.
Yes.
Tell me where it is.
So it is the first letter this time in this word.
Well done. Now I'll read this word and you can follow behind me.
Okay.
Alif,
Alif,
ba,
ba,
da,
da,
alif,
alif,
ba,
ba,
dal.
dal.
Well done. Really good job. Now for the medial, can you tell me where the alif is?
So this time the alif is at the end of this qaf, which is the big like the thick letter qaf.
Well done. Really good job. We can see that you have some prior knowledge as well. As we can see that the one in red, so the letter in red is the alif. Can you tell me what the difference is? So can you see the difference between medial alif and isolated one? Can you
Yes,
see the difference? Yes,
I
well
can see
done.
the difference. The
As
difference,
we can see that the medial one is connected with the qaf. However, isolated one has no letters.
yes.
Okay, for the final one, can you tell me where alif is?
So alif is at the end of this word and is actually on the end of kha, I believe.
Yes, well done. As we can see, yes, there are two alifs, but for the final one, you did a really good job. Kha, it is connected to kha, and it is at the end. For final, it's always at the end. So very well done. Can you read this one for me?
Should I do alif, kha, and alif, or just the full letter word?
Yeah, I'll read this once, and then you can continue. Alif,
Alif,
kha,
kha,
alif.
alif.
Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. You did a really good job, alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah.
Now if ST can call another student to practice the next letter.
G1 805.
G1 805. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. G1 805. I can see that your mic is open, but we can't hear you.
Welcome Assalam.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. So can you please start off with this example of ba?
Ba.
Okay, we can see here this one. I'm talking about this one. Can you see? I'm highlighting this one. Can you start off with this? For the second one, we can see the second letter. Can you start off with this?
Ba.
Oh, yeah, well done. Ba. This is the second letter. Now we can see in the box initial, we can see that there is ba in it. Can you tell me where ba is?
Over.
For this word over here. Where is ba?
Over there.
Can you tell me what letter is it? First, second, or third? So, is it first? Is it the first letter in initial?
Yeah.
Okay, well done. Really good job. So yes, ba is the first letter in initial. As we can see, initial is when the first letter is at first. So when it comes first. So I'll read this and then you can repeat after me. Ba,
Ba.
dal,
Dal.
hamza.
Hamza.
Well done. Now we'll move on to the next medial, the next word. Can you tell me where ba is? Is it the first one? Is it the second one? Or is it the third one? Or the fourth? So we can see there's 4 letters in this word.
In the middle.
It's in the middle. Well done. Really good job. Now we'll read this and you have to identify where it is. So I'll read the letters and I'll leave ba so you can read it. Lam. Now can you tell me what the next letter is?
Lam.
Okay, so I'll read the first letter and then you can tell me what the next one is. Lam. What's the next letter?
Ta.
Is it the? Try again. So this letter is ba. We can see at the front, at the start, where isolated section is. We can see that this is ba. So over here, it will be ba. It's only the shape which has changed. We can see that there is a point, but the dot is the same. We can see the dot for ba over here is at the bottom. Over here, it is at the bottom. And over here, it is at the bottom. So this means that this is ba. So I'll start again, and then you can proceed. Lam. Can you tell me what the next letter is?
Ta.
Sorry?
Ta.
Is it ta? Okay, I'll read this, so then you will know what it is. Lam.
Ta.
Can you read after me? I'll read this once, and then you can read, okay? Lam. Ba. Noon. Alif. So now we know that this letter is ba. When we join the letter, the shape will change. So we can see over here, ba is isolated, so the shape is the same. For initial, the shape does change slightly. It just decreases in shape and it is halved. Over here, we can see that creates a point at the top. But still we can see for all of these examples, we can see the dot is at the bottom. Okay, we'll move on to final. So I'll read this and you can follow. Seen.
Seen.
I'm talking about this one. So I'll read it and then you can follow. Seen.
Seen.
Well done. Ba.
Da.
I think you're saying tha, or maybe it's a mic issue, but this is ba. It's like sounds like B, like the letter B in alphabet for the English alphabet. This is ba. We prolong this a bit. Seen. Ba. Can you tell me what the next letter is?
Ba.
After seen and ba, what is the next letter? I'll point at it. This one. The one in red.
Ba.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Ba.
I think there is some problem with the mic. It might be, but well done. I hope you just keep on trying at home and with your parents, and inshallah you will get it. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Very good try, and alhamdulillah you did very well, mashallah. Now we'll call a next student to the mic to practice the next example. So Esti, if you can please call a student.
G1 797.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. How are you today?
Fine.
Okay, alhamdulillah. We can see in the next example, we can see over here. Tell me what letter this is.
Da.
Sorry?
Da.
Well done, mashallah. Now, in this example, where is ta? Is it in the first letter? Yes, well done. It is at the start. Mashallah. Now, second, medial, where is the ta?
In the middle.
Well done. Now, we can see over here that there are two examples. Over here, can you tell me where ta is?
At the end.
Okay, so I believe you'll learn about this in after classes, but over here we can see this is Talimul-Quran. You will learn about this after, as this is just a beginner class, so we'll just leave this. I'll just tell you what it is, but we'll leave this for afterwards. So this one, it has a different shape and it's called Talimul-Quran. This is just general knowledge, so I can just tell you if anyone ever asks. But don't worry, it is just a very higher stage and you learn this afterwards. Well done. Yes, you had spotted it right. It is at the end. Now, this is a big question for you. You can see the, and sa, these three. Can you tell me the similarities and the differences between these three letters and what happens when they join?
The top one has one dot at the bottom, and the middle one has two dots at the top, and the third one has three dots at the top.
Well done, mashallah. Really good job, alhamdulillah. You have done a really good job in explaining this. That ba has one dot at the bottom, and ta has two dots at the top, and sa has three dots on the top. Well done, really good job. As all we can see that even if there are no dots, that ba, ta, sa, they all have the same shape. These all are known as family, ba, ta, and sa. We can see they all are similar. If they did not have the dots, they will look exactly the same. And this is the same for the examples. for initial, medial, and final. Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic, and you have done a really good job. Alhamdulillah.
Khudafis.
Hafiz. Now we'll move on to the next example. If Esti can please call a student to the mic.
G1 746.
G1 746. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. G1 746.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. So today we're gonna focus on this example over here. Can you tell me what letter this is?
Ja.
Okay, I'll read this once for you to explain what the letter is. This is G. Can you read this once?
Jim.
So whilst making this, there is no any kasra, fatha, dhamma. I think you pronounced it with fatha, but we can see that this is just empty. There is no any harf on it. There is no harf. So there's no harakat on it. So we just say Jim.
Jim.
Well done, mashallah. Now for this example, can you tell me where Jim is?
At the beginning.
Well done, mashallah. Now I'll read this word and you can follow. Jim,
Jim.
Mim,
Mim.
Lam.
Lam.
Well done. Now for the next example, tell me out of these 4 letters, where is Jim?
It's in the middle.
Tell me what, by number, tell me. This is, if this one is fa, first one, and ba is the last one, tell me where is Jim? Second, third, or fourth?
It's the third.
Well done, mashallah. Yes, Jim is the third letter in this word. So we'll read this once. Fa,
Fa.
Ain,
Ain.
Jim,
Jim.
Ba.
Uh,
Well done. Now for this last example, tell me where Jim is.
Jim is at the end.
Well done, mashallah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. You have done a really good job, alhamdulillah. Now if you can call another student.
Hafiz.
Hafiz. Esti, if you can please choose another student.
G1 713.
G1 713. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam.
So today we will be practicing this letter over here that I have just highlighted. Tell me what letter is this?
Ha.
Well done. It is ha. Now for this first example, where is ha?
The first one.
Well done, mashallah. Now in this example, where is ha?
In the middle.
Good job. Now lastly, in this example, can you tell me what the name of this example is? And then you can tell me where ha is. So if this is initial and this is medial, then what is this one called? Do you know? It's okay if you don't know. Should I tell you?
The final.
Well done. Great job, mashallah. So this is final. Well done. Can you tell me where ha is in the final?
The last one.
Well done, mashallah. Yes, ha is at the end. Really good job. Alhamdulillah. Now we'll just practice one letter as well, so we can do practice of reading. So
Okay.
we'll read medial. We'll read this one. Ba,
Ba,
ha,
ha,
sorry. Ba,
ba,
ha,
ha,
ra.
ra.
Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Now I'll just tell this to everyone. As over here in the top examples, ba, da, and sa, we can see that these all have something in common, which is the shape. We can see that there is a boat-like shape that I had explained before. Now over here, these three letters, Jim, Ha, Kha, these all have the same shape. If there were no dots, they will look exactly the same. It's only the dots that make us see the difference between the three letters. So it is essential to know what dot is where on the letter. So for G, we can see it is at the middle. And whilst we read it, it comes at the bottom. So when it's joined, it comes at the bottom. Also, whereas over here, in the last final example, I'll highlight it right now. We can see that Jim looks very similar to the one which is original, which is isolated, because it's just been joined. And we can see that the Jim and the dot comes at the bottom. And for Ha, Jim, Ha, Ha. Ha, the dot comes at the top. For every example, whether it's final, whether it's medial, whether it is initial, all of the dots come at the top. So it's very, very important to know where the dot is to see what the difference is between the letters. So now if Esti can call a student to practice the next one. Esti, if
G1,
you can please do
G1 795
G1 795. G1 795. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Assalam.
So today we'll be focusing on this letter. Can you tell me what this letter is?
Kha.
Well done. Now, can you tell me in this word, where is Qa?
In the first.
Well done, mashallah. Now for the medial, there's a hint in the name. Where
In the
is the
middle.
Qa? Well done.
In the
You're
middle.
really good at this, that means.
In the last.
Yes, well done. It's in the last. Now, can you read this for me? The first
Kha.
one.
Alif. Fe. Fa.
Okay, well done. I'll read this once for you. Kha, Alif,
Kha.
Fa.
Fa.
Well done. Really good job. Now we'll read this last one as well, just for more practice. Noon, Fa, Kha.
Fa. Kha.
Well done. Really good job. We can see that you have done a lot of practice with us on the class. So really good job.
Thank
Alhamdulillah.
you.
Jazakumullah for coming to the mic.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Now if you can choose another student for the next example.
G1 737 and
G1 737. Can you please unmute yourself?
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Can I just clarify whether you're G1 737 or 738?
737. My little brother
Okay.
7.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Now for this example, we can see over here, this letter. Can you tell me what this letter is that I've just highlighted?
Da. Dot.
I'll read this one for you. Yes, well done. Dal.
Dal.
Well done. Now for the initial word, tell me where dal is.
At the start.
Well done. Can you read this for me? I'll read it fast and you can repeat. Dal, alif, ra.
Dal. Alif. Ra.
Well done, mashallah. Next, for the medial, where is the dal?
In the middle.
Well done. Now, lastly, for the final, tell me where the dal is.
At the end.
Very good job. Okay, so just for a quick question, I want to ask, for the final, you had spotted the dal. Now, can you tell me what letter is before the dal?
Jeen.
Well done. So just as a reminder, Jeem is the one that we have done just before, over here at the top. Jeem, it always looks like this when it's at the start. So as it's an example again, for Jeem, it looks like this when it is at the start. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. A really good job done. Now if we can call another student to practice.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
G1 G1 762.
G1 762. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay, practicing. Zal.
Zal.
Okay, well done. You have read it very well. Now for the first example, can you tell me where Zal is?
The first letter.
Well done. So this one is very easy to spot. As we can see, Zal and Dal, they are at the start and they do not have any change. So they look exactly like the original at the start, as there's isolation at the start, there's no letter at the front, nor at the back. So we can see over here that this letter stays the same, there is no change. For the next one, can you tell me where Zal is?
The second letter.
Well done, mashallah. Now lastly, for the last one, can you tell me where Zal is?
At the end.
Mashallah. Now also, these ones, Dal and Zal, they're very similar. So whenever Dal and Zal are at the front, they'll look like the one as the original. And we can see over here, Dal in the middle and Zal in the middle. They look very similar, only Zal has a dot on top.
Yes.
Okay, well done. Can you just read this example? I'll read it fast and then you can continue. Fa.
Za. La. Ka.
Well done. I'll read it once for everyone who is in the class. Fa. Za. Zal. Lam. Ka. Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Very good job. Now we move on. So if SD can call another student to practice.
G1 782 and G1 781.
G1 782. G1 782. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. So now we will be starting off with this letter. Can you tell me how to recite this letter?
Ra.
Yes, well done. So I'll recite it once for you. Ra.
Ra.
Well done. Now for the next word, can you tell me where Ra is?
At the beginning.
Well done.
Yeah.
Now for the next word, where is Ra?
Okay.
In the middle.
Well done. And over here for the last example,
It's at the end.
mashallah, very good job. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Now let me just explain this rule to everyone. So we can see, as I was telling you, that the letters are like family. Over here, Ra and Zal. Ra and Za. They both look very similar, and the Za is the only one who has a dot on top. So when these come in examples, as we can see, initial, they look the same. For medial, they look the same. And for final, they look the same. We have practiced this type of example, so we'll just move on to this example over here. So first, you can please choose a student to practice this with me. ST, can we please choose a student to the mic?
G1 704.
G1 704. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Can you please practice this example? First, read this letter.
Seen.
Sorry, I did not hear you.
Seen.
Well done, mashallah. Now for these three examples, can you please identify which is initial, medial, and final?
So the first one is initial.
Yes, well done.
The second one is medial. And the third one is final.
Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. A really good job. Alhamdulillah.
G1 707.
G1 707. If we could please call another student to the mic.
G1 708.
G1 708. Can you please unmute yourself?
G1 797.
I
G1
think if G1 708 is not picking
Assalamu
up.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. So please, can you practice this example for me? Tell me what letter this is.
Sheen.
Well done. Now, in this word, where is she? I think there is some background noise and I'm a bit unable to hear you. Can you please tell me where sheen is in this word?
In the first.
Well done, mashallah. Now, for this one.
In second.
Well done. And lastly, for this one.
Third.
Well done, mashallah. Lastly, I'll ask you a last question. So can you please tell me the difference between seen and sheen?
The seen one doesn't have the dots on them, but the sheen one does have 3 dots.
Well done, mashallah. We can see that you know your letters very well. Alhamdulillah, very good job. Alhamdulillah, everyone has done a very good job in today's class. And now we will be ending off by me telling you the homework. So as today is class 3, I can hear some background noise. If we can please unmute ourselves. Okay. So today for the homework, there's combined letters as we have practiced in today's class. Please practice exercise 4.1, all that was covered in class. So as we have covered up to Sheen, please practice up to there. Always pay attention to the dots and where they are located. You can take a picture of this as a reminder of your homework. So now lastly, we'll move on to our dua. So please, if you can call a student to the mic to finish off our class with dua.
G1 711.
G1 711. Can you please unmute yourself? Okay, if you can call another student to the mic.
G1 713.
G1 713. Please can you unmute yourself?
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. So we'll start off with ours and tasmiyah, and then we can finish our class with our prayer. I'll start by reading, and you can continue after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Well done. Can you please read the translation?
I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected.
Now for tasmiyah, I'll read and you follow. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
And the translation, please.
In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful.
Well done. Now I'll open the prayer so we can finish our class with our prayer. First, I will start by reading and then you can continue.
Okay.
اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم. Now please can you read?
Allahumma rahamni bi
القرآن العظيم.
Bil-Qur'an azim.
Well done, mashallah, a really good job. Now I'll just read this once more for everyone in the class. اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم. Please can you finish off with translation? Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Can you please finish off with translation? Okay, I think the student has went, so I'll just read the translation to end the class. O Allah, have mercy on me, says the Quran, the Great. So Jazakumullah for all who have came to today's class, and please attend tomorrow's class, which is on Thursday, same time at 6 o'clock. And inshallah, I will see you again on Wednesday. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.